lesson 4. We are more than halfway done. And today, lesson 4 is motivation. We're talking about motivation as a part of emotional intelligence. It is the 4th factor in emotional intelligence, and I hadn't realized it was a part of emotional intelligence, but it makes perfect sense. There is internal and external emotional intelligence. Internal and external motivation. External motivation, we'll start with that one first. External motivation is the carrot that your boss hangs in front of you to try to get you to do something, such as a pizza party, right? That's the classic one. But it's more than that. It's the bonuses you get. It's the fancy car, the big house. These are all external motivators. And it can be exciting vacations, a number of things, but they're all external motivators. And they're important because they really can drive us to work harder and spend the longer hours, do the things that we have to do for our patients to keep them safe. So they are important, but they're not everything. The real important motivator is internal motivation. It's that thing that drives us from within. And the biggest one is what brings you joy? What gives you happiness? And it's much different from the external motivators, isn't it? It's more effective. It's longer lasting. And it feels better to use that one, right? Those things that bring us joy and make us happy, those are feel-good motivators. But here's the problem. People who are burnt out or approaching burnout, they may no longer know what makes them happy or brings them joy. And that's a huge problem. If you can't define or identify what brings you joy anymore or what makes you happy, that's a really bad place to be in. That's when you really need to take a step back from pretty much everything you're doing and just go back to what made you happy when you were 14 or 16. Whether that's sitting in a dark basement playing video games or lying on a beach in the sun. You just need to revert back to childhood for a while. It may be a few hours, it may be 14 days. I don't know, but you need to do that. Because until you can get back in touch with your joy, you're not going to be happy. So, let's figure that out and help you to figure that out. One of the things you need to do is sit down with your journal now and write out what brings you joy. And while you're doing that, I'll prepare to see you in the next lesson.